Aujourd'hui, je vais parler de, well, what am I doing now that I'm near at the end of year one into social media engineering, or whatever it is that I'm calling the art of what I do all day. Yeah. Hey, hey, XenPuck here. I definitely don't put too much pressure on what it is that I do all day. I mean, if I did, that'd be against the principle of the fact that I've retired early, right? After all, if I was working to keep up my lifestyle, then that's antithetical towards the fact that I, in fact, do nothing to sustain my lifestyle. You know, that's the whole point of retiring early, right? But here's the breakdown of what I've done actually with my life, supposedly actively in the last year or so. Okay. Number one. So honestly, I was just napping for about 2 years, and by last October, my wifey was like, "Didn't you say you wanted to literally do something with your life? Like in terms of making something creative or whatever?" Because she was basically throwing what I mentioned in terms of my long-term goals of my life, and that's totally fair. I did say that. What I said was, eventually I want to do something that's completely unreplicable by robot, and that's, well, me, or something that's by me all the time, or something creative by me, and that's something like these YouTube clips, right? Hey, I think they totally count. I know it might sound silly, because someone might be like, who cares what you specifically have to say? Well, you know, maybe nothing, but let's say if it died next week, right? My folks or my wife or my friends would be sad. And in those specific instances, these 200 clips or so that I've made in the last year of myself on YouTube would frankly do a wonderful job of replicating of, you know, what specifically I, the person, would have been like. So I'd say yes. I'm gonna go. I've done that. Okay. Number two, so it's been a whole year since I've started my YouTube career, and frankly I've learned, honestly, is YouTube even cool with the kids anymore? I'm seriously questioning that, right? So if that's not, then what is? Guess what? A year in, I've started my own TikTok thing around the anniversary of my YouTube thing. Do I know how it works? No. Do I know how to expand my audience? No. I'm just an old fogey on a platform for kids, and even younger kids. Probably. But I don't really care, now do I? Remember, when in doubt, when faced with the years passing of my crappy social media presence, you know what I just did? I just went for it and went even younger. Who cares? Just do it. Now I have a TikTok presence. I don't even have a Twitter presence, but a TikTok presence, yes. Who cares? When in doubt, just do it. That's what I say. And finally, what about the rest of media? You know, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp, all that. Honestly, I don't really care. I mean, in a year, I've only gotten not even 100 subs on YouTube, so obviously my ability to reach out and touch someone's face is terrible. Those are song lyrics, by the way. I don't really care what you want out of that either. I'm not trying to sell you anything. Not seriously. Even though, surprisingly, I can probably help you more than any of the advertising you've ever seen on any social media, right? Certainly on YouTube. Yep, I'd bet on it. Oh my god. But here's the real difference between what I think is the thing between TikTok and YouTube, right? YouTube's supposed to what? Like, teach you something? What a bunch of crock, okay? Social media, let me be clear, is never really good for teaching anything, right? Besides, like, I don't know, how to screw in a light bulb or whatever. It's just for fun, right? And TikTok at least understands that intuitively. I've only done one of those, and I got it. It's just for fun. Honestly, I've said it several times. Who cares? So does I am an into established system. Even I understood the appeal of something that offhand and silly. like a 15-second or 60-second video rather than these 5 to 10 minute long clips. Come on, someone's trying to like teach something. What a joke. Especially concepts, repetition. It is impossible to do on something like YouTube, okay? Anyway, at the end of the day though, I still like YouTube. I love ranting. I love taking your questions. Personally, I love lots of people who could use advice. I know that. The problem is, would any of you actually ask? I mean, I doubt it, partly because you don't know that you need the help, partly maybe because you think I'm being a douche. I mean, hey, if it's the latter, think bad on our actual interactions. And really think about whether I've done anything that makes me look like that, right? I hope not. So maybe that would convince you, because my advice at the very worst is still better than pretty much any actual financial advisors in terms of value, because you know what? They want you to pay something, and I don't care about the money part. Unlike the Men's Warehouse dude from 5 to 10 years ago, I can guarantee your satisfaction. So ask me something, and within a week, I can help you actually become slightly richer. Okay? Yeah, that's cool. Now, if you're embarrassed by the act of asking, I get that too, okay? I don't know, make up a screen name and ask anonymously? That'll work either. After all, I'm already rich, and I'm definitely not smarter than you, okay? So how did I get here, right? I know some of it is luck, but definitely not all of it. So yeah, cheers. I'll approach it